beautiful angel baby. My name is Gina and welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Today, I'm going to be showing you some outfits I put together based on Pinterest boards that I have saved. All of the outfits that I'm going to be showing you guys here today are early 2000s and 90s grunge inspired. I really wanted to go thrifting for this video today, but I unfortunately do not have the funds for that. Your girl got absolutely f***ed up because of tax season. So that means that all of the pieces and all of the accessories and everything I'm going to be showing you today are pieces that I already had in my closet. I mean, I guess it's good we're not breaking the bank, but I really did want a good thrift run. I'm also going to be showing you the Pinterest boards that inspired these outfits, so you won't be left to wonder. I'm going to go ahead and stop yapping though, so we can just get on into the video. Let's get started. For the first outfit, we're taking inspiration from this Pinterest board here. All right, so we got the base of the outfit, which is just these baggy jeans, and I feel like the color is somewhat similar. I feel like that kind of washed out gray color was very reminiscent of the 90s and the early 2000s. And then I don't have a tank top that is nearly as cool as the one in the picture, so I just picked this little like baby crop tank top, and then the lace of the bralette I'm wearing is showing underneath as well. And then I did pair it with these like little Juicy Couture underwear, these like little boy shorts, because I just felt like the baggy jeans with a little bit of the juicy showing was kind of the moment. Juicy Couture is very reminiscent of the early 2000s. It's also coming back in a style, which I'm so happy about. So I thought that it just paired well with this. Now we're going to add the jacket, the shoes, and the belt. All right, so we've got the jacket and then the shoes and the belt going on here. This is just like a little studded one that I've had for literally ages, I think since I was 18. And then the shoes are these old beat up, crusty, dusty ass Nikes. I didn't have shoes exactly like the ones in the photo, but I feel like the cut of this shoe is kind of similar. And then there is an even better little surprise as far as the jacket goes. It's got this sick ass detail on the back of it. I don't know if you guys can read that. I might be standing too close or too far away. I don't know. But it's got this killer detail on the back of it that says sinful. And this shit is just so wicked. I do like this outfit. I normally don't wear these jeans very much because I don't love the cut of them. They're just like, they're men's jeans, so they're very, very boxy. I do still like it. I feel like it all goes together really well, so I do like that. But we're not done until we accessorize a little bit. All right, so I went back and added a few different necklaces here. And then I also added some chains hanging off the pants here, or like necklaces. I went and buckled those up around there. I love doing that. I feel like it just gives more interest to the pants. And then this one's broken, so normally that wouldn't be like that, but I don't have the time or energy to fix that shit right now. But yeah, this is the first outfit. I do like it quite a bit. Like I said, I don't normally wear these pants because they just don't fit me the best, but for this outfit in particular, I do feel like they fit the vibe of it very well. All right, and we are on to the next outfit, and this next one will be inspired by this Pinterest board. All right, and here's the base for the second outfit. These shorts will not be folded over in a minute. They're just way too big and about to fall to the ground if I move too much, so that's why they're like that. I'm going to throw a belt on it to keep them in place. But here's the base that we got going on. Just this like little white tank top, and then these big kind of cargo style shorts. And then I'm gonna add a belt to this, and I'll go ahead and throw on the shoes, and then we will accessorize. So we have got these bad boys belted, and I'm sure you can tell that they are comically large and comically long on me. I feel like this would look a lot better if they were like up here, but I don't think that these are the type of shorts that you can roll up and then look good. I feel like it would just look like shitty hand-me-downs, which they're not shitty hand-me-downs, they're just too long for me because I'm 5'2". Anyways, I do still kind of like it though. I feel like it's very early 2000s kind of vibe going on here. I just paired it with the same black Nikes because I do not have shoes like that. I would love a pair of the old DCs, but no money means no shoes. But here she is. It's giving nothing in the ass right now, but that's okay. Anyways, let's go ahead and accessorize this second outfit here. So this is the second outfit all done. I went back and added more chains kind of to the sides of the pants like I did with the last outfit. I just feel like it adds so much. And then I also added sorry, I was trying to remember what I did. I also added the chains around my neck here, and then this little scrunchy thing with the little beads. I don't know why I keep adding it. It's probably really stupid, but it's black, so it kind of ties things in together. And then I also added this tap out hat, y'all. Y'all, this is like the early 2000s kind of style where everyone was just wearing their dad's clothes, is like what it looked like. And these are my dad's clothes. Not the shirt, of course. And then the same shoes, all that jazz. I feel like this is very like cool girl, like if Billie Eilish wore tank tops, like she would wear this. She probably wouldn't. She's got way more money than I got. But I do love this tap out hat. I think it is so, so cute. And it really kind of ties everything together. I also added this bandana, but I feel like it makes me look like I have a stupid bunny tail. So I think I can't tell if I hate this or not. I can't tell. We're going to take it off just in case because I don't know if that's a horrible idea. But at least you got to see it with the bandana in case it looked okay. I'll comment on that or do a little comment.
Commentary. That's what it was.
Editing Gina here. Nah, because what the actual fuck is that? Speaking of bunnies, here's a little bunny picture from my camera roll. I hope you guys like this. Happy motherfucking Easter. But I'm so glad I took that off because that shit looked disgusting. I don't know why I decided to throw the bandana back there, but it looks terrible. But yeah, happy Easter. Back to the video. Okay, so this is without the bandana. Again, giving negative ass, but that's okay. I do like this. I like this a lot more than I thought I was going to. It looks kind of silly, but a lot of the early 2000s fashion was like oversized, you know, in a way that did look kind of silly, but I still think it's so cool. Like the Janko jeans, y'all. Girl, don't even get me started. This makes my calves look weird though. They look chunky. Anyways, this is the second outfit. And now we are on to the third outfit, which is a completely different style from the other ones that we've done so far. And here is the Pinterest board that inspires the next one. All right, so this is the base for the third one. This one is a little bit more on the gothic side, I guess you could say. Please don't get offended if I said gothic. I understand that sometimes that can be a little bit offensive to generalize. But we just got this like kind of, what the hell is this? I don't know, some crop top that's like really tight fitting. I love the way it makes my arms look. But that has the like little choker kind of deal at the top, and then we've got the skirt with the chain. This does not fit me properly. That's besides the point. All of the extra little clothing pieces are kind of like accessories that we're going to add, like the arm sleeves, as well as the tights and then the corset are really going to take this look up a notch. And then we're also going to go ahead and add the, I already said the tights, so we're going to go ahead and add the long socks and then the boots, which you might be able to see in the corner, girl. Those are, I literally would die for the boots that I have over there. Oh my God. But I'm going to go ahead and add that, and then we'll do more accessorizing here in a moment. Okay, so I hope you can still see my head because I just gained about 4 inches, I think, maybe. I actually don't know how tall these boots are, but I love this outfit so much, y'all. This is one of my, honestly, like my staple outfits if I'm like going out and I like want to make sure I look really good and really snatched. This is one that I'll choose for that. But yeah, I really like this one quite a bit. I feel like it all just goes together so well, probably because it's literally all black. But I feel like the corset really kind of does something with this one too. Like the whole shape of it's really nice. And then with these big ass chunky demonias, this shit just eats, girl. But with all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and add some accessories on top of this as well, just to complete the look. All right, and this is the full look. I went and added some necklaces here, and then I also added a chain here just to kind of mimic the one that's already on the skirt. And I was looking to see if I added literally anything else other than the necklaces and the chain, but I think that's it. This belt was not part of the corset, so I did add that as well, and that's kind of where I'm hiding the underside of that chain. But I do really like this one. I would probably even say that this one is my favorite. This is something that I'd be really likely to wear, like I said, if I was going out and I wanted to make sure that I just looked really good. But it is really tight, so it's not something I would probably wear every single day. This was my staple outfit a few years ago, and I would wear it like multiple times a week, but I had a really bad eating disorder at the time because you literally can't hardly eat in a corset. Corset? Whatever this thing is. It is a corset, but I mean, it's like a cheap, shitty one, so I feel like people will say that. Anyways, this is the outfit. Yeah, let's get on to the next one. So, this next outfit is going to be inspired by this Pinterest board right here. This is the base for the fourth outfit. This is very grunge, very reminiscent of the 90s and kind of like the 90s grunge rock scene, which is why I have my Alice in Chains shirt here. I don't know if you can read it. I'm not saying you can't read, I just don't know if it was in frame enough. But I've got this little Alice in Chains crop, and then I've got these Carhartts on that are too big, but I feel like that's part of the style, man. I feel like that's totally part of it, is the oversized kind of baggy look, especially for the pants here. So now we are going to add a belt, some arm sleeves, and a flannel, as well as a beanie, and I will be right back. All right, so I forgot to mention that I added some shoes as well. I just added my Converse because I feel like that just kind of goes with the theme here. And I believe the Pinterest board I chose also had Converse. I couldn't find the like original high tops whenever I went to go buy them at the store, so I ended up having to go with these. They are very comfortable, but I did want the kind of flat ones, if I'm being honest. But I do really like this outfit. I feel like it's very reminiscent of the 90s, like I was saying, and I feel like the kind of colors in this little crop top here go so well with both the arm sleeves and the beanie. It's a little bit funky, but I feel like that's like kind of part of it. And then I just added that same belt that I put on earlier for the first outfit I did, I think. And now that we've got all that on, I'm gonna go and accessorize a little bit more. All right, so I went and added some of those same necklaces from before. These are just my staple pieces. Like I said, I wasn't going out and buying any shit today, so this is what we're working with. But they do go with this really well. And then I also added some more chains to the jeans here, and I added one kind of in the middle. I have mixed feelings about that. If I were to redo it, I think I would use a longer one in the middle instead of this one since it's kind of short and it hangs a little bit weird. But I still do really like this look. I actually love this look. I have worn like an outfit that is almost identical to this, but I don't think I wore the arm sleeves with the flannel. And this is just so good. It's so good. It's so grunge. I love it. Also added some rings here as well. If you don't like gold and silver jewelry mixing, I'm sorry, but like I said, we're working with what is in my closet already. So, but yeah, here is the outfit. Like I said, really, really like this one. Super comfortable, very, very grunge. Big fan of this one, but let's get on to the next outfit. And the next outfit is going to be inspired by this Pinterest board right here. All right, so this is the base for the fifth outfit here. This one is very like whimsigoth, I think is the style that Pinterest board was. I think so, anyways. But I really, really love this skirt. It is so cute. It is like a little too big on me if I wear it up here, and then if it's here, it just kind of fits a little weird. So we're gonna add a belt over it just to kind of conceal things a little bit and make it a little more cohesive. I really wish I had that super beautiful purple skirt that's in that Pinterest board photo, and I have been looking literally for like years to find a skirt like that, but I never can. Never can. And I'm also not going to like Urban Outfitters and spending a ton of money on something like that. So I guess I'll have to wait till I find something like that at the thrift store. Oh well. But we're going to go ahead and add some boots to this and then add the belt and we'll accessorize after. All right, so we added the little belt to this one. I love this little belt. It is so, so cute. It is a size medium though, so I pretty much have to wear it on like the lowest part of my hips. I can never use it as like a belt up here, unfortunately, but it does look super cute there. So I do like to wear it with skirts and kind of have it hang down a little bit lower. And then I added these little black boots here that have like the tiniest little bit of a heel on them. These are so, so comfortable. I've had these for probably 2 years and I got them at Target, I believe, for like $40 because Target has insane deals on shoes that will actually last like for a decent amount of time. If you didn't know, now you know. But with this being what we've got going on so far, we're gonna go ahead and accessorize this. All right, so here is the final look for the whimsigoth styled one. I just went and added some kind of like random jewelry that is more like earthy toned like this, and then I also added this little evil eye bracelet to match this, and I decided to do some gold as well because those were the more like dainty necklaces I have that are not on the more gothic side. Even though this is whimsigoth, I just don't think that black studded choker would really go with this look. I mean, it totally could, but that's not the vibe I was going for with this one. And then I also added this necklace, which I think is a sun. I got this, hold on, let me get closer. I got this like, gosh, I don't know, probably when I was 17 at a thrift store. And then I actually made this little raven necklace. And then I've got some little dainty kind of gold ones going on here. And I did keep the same rings, and I believe I just added one more here. So yeah, this is the look. I like this one quite a bit as well. Still, I probably would wear looks 3 or 4 over this one just because of the way the skirt fits. But I do really like this look still. I think it's super fun and very, very whimsigoth-esque. Maybe not quite hitting the mark, but definitely close. For the next outfit, we're actually taking inspiration from this Pinterest board right here. Okay, so this is the base for the sixth and final outfit. I'm sorry, my brain's on stupid mode today. I don't know. I've just got these tights here. They are ripped to absolute shit, so please ignore that. And as far as it looking exactly like that outfit, we're just taking inspiration from a few different Pinterest posts here because I had nothing similar to what was in that post, but I did really like the look of it, so I wanted to create something similar. But yeah, we've got these black tights. They do have that similar kind of like lace. Did hers have lace or did hers just cut off? Hers might have just cut off, but mine's got lace. And then these like little red shorts that I've literally had since I was probably 16 years old, and they've been through it. And then we've got this shirt that says Circle Jerks. It's a band. I don't really want to explain it more than that. And now we're going to go and add some socks, shoes, we're going to belt it, and then we're going to add some arm sleeves as well. I went and added those arm sleeves like I was saying. I feel like they look really good with this because I'm wearing tights on the bottom and it's like pretty covered for the most part, except for this massive hole there. And I feel like if these didn't come up very far, the look might look a little bit unbalanced. So I'm glad these come up pretty high here on the arm. And then as far as the boots go, I'm gonna back up a little better, so hopefully you can see them a little more. I just used that same pair that I wore in the last outfit. And then I used those like long socks that I wore in the third outfit. And I kind of like rolled them down like leg warmers. I actually really like this. I wasn't expecting to like that as much. I just kind of did that on a whim whenever I was doing it. And I was like, you know what? If they looked a little more like leg warmers, that would be so cute. So I did that, and then I just added the belt that I've worn in like literally every single other outfit here. Now that we've got that part done, I'm gonna go and accessorize. This is the full look. I went and added more chains on the shorts, kind of like I did with literally every pair of bottoms this entire time. And then I also kept the same rings that I had on in the last one, just because I don't have that many rings, and I felt like they looked so cute with the little finger gloves. And then I also just wrapped a chain around my wrist here to make it a bracelet because I have no bracelets either, apparently. And then what else did we do? Oh, I added some more necklaces again, and then I put on that same like red raven one that I wore in the last outfit. And then I also added this beanie back to this one because I feel like it just like really tied everything together. And then like the red from everything goes together a little bit better than if I had just done like the only red being this and my hair. So I hope that makes sense. But yeah, this is the last outfit. I feel like this one is super cute. It's different from what I initially imagined I was going to do. I was trying to do like something closer to what the Pinterest post was, but whenever I went to go do that, that shit just didn't work. I didn't have anything that worked with it, and the way the clothes were fitting, it just didn't make sense with that Pinterest post, so I just combined a bunch of different Pinterest board ideas and then came up with this one, and I think that she's super, super cute. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and seeing me put together outfits, let me know. I would love to make more videos like this. Also, when I have a little bit more money, I will go thrifting and I'll try to recreate some like different looks using clothes from the thrift store, which I love doing anyways. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave me a comment and like and subscribe. I love you so, so much, and I will see you soon. Thank you. Bye.